Hi friends, this is Steel Fairy, and if you hear something that kind of sounds like a motor, it's soaring. He's kind of half sleeping right now on my bed. Little Pawsy, hello. But anyway, he was actually watching Steven Universe with me this time. He's like the only cat I know that actually can like focus on the screen. And whenever I'm watching something brightly colored and heavily animated like Steven Universe or My Little Pony or something, he watches it with me. But this time he's kind of annoyed at me because I had to move and um, disturbed him, the little prince he is. But I had to turn around because the lighting facing the other way was really bad. But anyway, as you can tell by the background, I'm back in my old house, unfortunately. But the good news is, Op Zero is going to be moving in with me, and we're going to be living here for a while until we find a place of our own. But I will be trying to record more often because the thing that was here, I'm not going to get specific, but the reason why I couldn't record before was because of some kind of situation that was going on here before, but that's not happening now. So I should be able to record more often, so yay! By the way, this is my Vinesauce shirt. I don't know if you guys have ever been wondering like who I really watch on YouTube, but I watch a lot of other Let's Players, and Vinesauce is not a Let's Player, but it's a streaming site with a bunch of different streamers on it, and I watch like 3 of them, sometimes a 4th, but generally just the same 3. But anyway, I love it, and so I bought a t-shirt to support them like 2 years ago, I think. I don't think, does it have a year on it? No, it doesn't have a year on it, but if you recognize what year this design is from, that's when I got it, because they come out with a new design every year, and all of the proceeds for these t-shirts go to charity, so yay! Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the actual episode now that I've caught up with all of you. Excuse me. Do not use your claws on me, sir. He likes to love people with his claws, so he like tugged on my shirt with his claw. But anyway, so yeah, the episode that I watched today was called Giant Woman. Yeah, I have been waiting for this episode for so long because, like, before I even started watching Steven Universe myself, I knew that they could fuse together, and I was really excited to, like, see it when I started watching the show. So, I forget what number episode this is. Is it, like, 11, 12? Something like that. So, I didn't have to wait too long to see fusions come into play. But anyway, I'm glad that they finally are coming into play because I was excited for them. So yeah. The episode starts off where Pearl and Amethyst are playing a game of checkers and they're like arguing. Stop with the claw. Thank you. But anyway, they're playing checkers and they're not really getting along, and they're like, oh, this is why we can't fuse together, blah, blah, blah. And Steven was like, wait, what's this about fusing? And so they explain that when they mush together, they become a new being named Opal. And opals are my favorite real-life gemstones, so yeah, I was happy to hear that they become an opal because opals are awesome. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so Steven was like all excited to hear that like they could become a giant woman, and like he was really focused on that aspect. He didn't focus on like any other aspect, like their powers or anything, which I would think he would be interested in knowing, but oh well, it is what it is. Um, so Garnet comes back from a mission, and Steven's like, "What did you bring me?" And Garnet just hands him a rock, and he's like, "Yeah!" So excited. And I'm like, "Oh my god, Garnet knows exactly how to keep Steven happy. That's adorable." And the fact that she thought about him while out on her mission and picked up a rock is awesome. He's getting up. He's getting up. Oh, what a cutie! Look at his butt. Alright, I'm probably going to have to let him out soon, but he's going to have to wait because I'm in the middle of a video. Yeah. Anyway, he's such a spoiled cat, I swear. So, she says that they have to go out again on a different mission, and she has to go by herself, and the three of them have to go together. And of course, Pearl and Amethyst are like, why? Because they don't want to be together without her, kind of thing. So Garnet's like, oh, well, I'm the only one who can swim through lava. And I'm just there like, oh my god, Garnet is such a badass. Every single episode, every single appearance, she just, her badassery is raised every time. Like, is there anything she can't do? So yeah, that was really awesome. And so they go on the mission, and of course, the episode follows Pearl, Amethyst, and Steven because we know Garnet's going to be able to handle herself. And basically, this episode's subtitle could be called Pearl and Amethyst Are Bitches to Each Other, because the whole time they're on the mission, like, it's kind of played as a sort of montage type thing while Steven's singing about how badly he wants to see them fuse together. Basically, they just do things to each other to kind of, like, annoy and just kind of be mean. But anyway, later on, Steven like falls off of a cliff or something, and Amethyst uses her whip as a sort of rope while Pearl goes down and catches him. So that shows how important Steven is to them, because they can set aside their differences and actually work together to save him when he's in danger. So I thought that's cool. Little things like that kind of like show character development without really like shoving it in your face. But anyway, so they enter this area that is surrounded by water, and it has like a tiny little temple in the center, and they can't find the heaven beetle, which is what they were looking for on this mission. And Steven is just like playing with his goat or whatever, and they start, or Pearl and Amethyst start arguing, and Steven tries to break them up. And so this one part of the episode got me to laugh. Basically, a giant bird type thing, I'm not sure what it was supposed to be, some kind of monster that looked like a bird, came out of nowhere and just eats this goat that Steven befriended, and he had called it Steven Jr. And so when it was eaten by the giant bird, Steven's just like, oh, my son! And he has like a little tear in his eye, and I just thought the way he said it was really funny, because he like kind of whispered it. I can't really do a perfect impression, but it is what it is. Uh-oh. Soren caught sight of my new fish. Do not... Okay, he's laying down on the floor. Good boy. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. But anyway, and then Steven gets eaten by this bird, while Pearl and Amethyst are arguing again because they failed to do a fusion. The thing is, they do a fusion dance, and I'm not sure if that's like a Dragon Ball Z reference on the part of the creator. I think somebody said that she's an anime fan, because obviously the series is heavily inspired by like magical girls. But yeah, maybe it is a DBZ reference because they do a dance, and I kind of like that scene too. It shows how different Amethyst and Pearl are from each other because Amethyst is there doing like club dancing, like and like twerking and shit. and, and Pearl's like doing classic like ballet, really graceful movements, and they end up like failing the fusion because it's just a hot mess. And so Steven gets eaten. He finds the beetle in the giant bird's stomach, and basically these multiple arms kind of like break through the bird's stomach and grab the goat and Steven out. And when he comes out of the stomach, it's revealed to be opal. So they were able to fuse after seeing Steven in trouble. And the part with Opal, I think, was really cool. It had really nice choreography, like really fast action and stuff. And the music that was playing, I really enjoyed. But the coolest part's definitely the character design. Opal has multiple arms and is kind of like a periwinkle color, so it's kind of a mixture of Amethyst's purple and Pearl's kind of off-white color. And their weapons, it shows the whip and the spear for a second, but then they fuse together into a bow and arrow kind of thing. And that was really cool. So I really like Opal, and you can definitely tell that the character design is a combination of the two because you can like pick out certain attributes that you can recognize from the two characters. And they also did a good job of conveying how Opal's a combination of the two mentally, because when they got back, Opal remembered, like, I think, did Garnet ask where the beetle was? I think she was like, did you get the beetle or something? And then Opal was like, ah, we forgot the beetle or something, and they like unfuse, and of course, you know, they're pointing fingers at each other of who actually forgot. So I think that's kind of cool because Opal kind of has the sort of lackadaisical type personality of Amethyst while also being kind of like freaking out like Pearl does. But anyway, so Steven reveals that he has the beetle. Garnet's like, good job, because Garnet's an awesome parent. And what are you scratching? Stop. Oh my god, Soren is being a pain in the butt. He's scratching at my towels. Soren, stop it. Anyway, so Garnet is awesome, and Steven is like, yeah, and she's congratulating him on getting Pearl and Amethyst to fuse because apparently they hadn't done it in a while, and I guess Garnet was worried about them or something, because you can't really tell since her face is really straight all the time, but I think she was probably worried because Garnet seems to have a really soft heart and caring and all that. But, oh my god, will you please stop? Soren! Yo. You need to chill. And now he's climbing on top. Okay, whatever. But, the last thing I wanted to say, I am so sorry my cat is being a little distracting. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to get in my tote bag. But, so Garnet was like, saying how Steven will be great at fusing one day, and then Steven was like totally shocked to find out that he has the ability to do that. He was like, wait, I could do it too? So it probably won't be for a while, 'cause I know Fusion kind of has like a sort of sexual kind of I wouldn't say theme, but it's got like implications to it. Yeah. So it won't be for a while, but Steven will eventually fuse with someone. I've already seen who he fuses with and what they turn into. So even if you posted in the comments, it's not a spoiler for me. I know. But I'm not going to say it in this video just in case somebody else doesn't know. And I would appreciate you not putting in the comments because then you'll ruin it for that person and then that person will be upset at you. So, you know. Anyway, so this video has been very rambly and lots of distractions from my cat. So sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Until next time, bye!